Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap is finally in for Friday, August 22, 2025. In today's episode, Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, begins to realize he didn't sleep with Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, last night. Meanwhile, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, brags about her sinful deed to Sheila Carter-Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. Will wakes up alone in bed. Electra isn't there, and he calls out for her. There's no answer, and his head is pounding. Will continues calling out for Electra. He starts to get dressed and thinks about Electra's toast and her wearing the mask. He recalls drinking a lot, then Deacon Sharp, seen Cannon, dropping him on the bed. Deacon knocks on the door. Will doesn't remember drinking that much. Did he do anything dumb? Not that Deacon knows of. Deacon makes fun of Will, saying, "I need Electra." Deacon says that's when he knew Will needed to sleep it off. He also contacted his mother. Will is like, "You called my mom?" Even though Will says some things are blurry, last night he will never forget. In the office working, Electra is designing a piece. Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, rushes over. She's so impressed. She seems so inspired today. Outside the office, Ivy talks to a few interns. She asks about the party. One of the interns says it was great, but there were too many martinis. Ivy tells one of the interns to straighten out his tie as he looks a mess. Walking back into the office, Ivy asks about Will. He still isn't at work yet. Electra says he was pretty drunk and she texted him last night, but still hasn't gotten a response yet. Ivy reasons if Will was really that drunk, nothing much would have happened in the bedroom. Electra talks about her plans that night. It's going to be perfect. She's the only girl in Will's life. Luna smirks and giggles as Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, comes up behind her. Luna tries to put on her serious face before Lie sees. The doctor wants answers. Where did she go last night? Instead of answering, Luna grins as she thinks about drugging Will the night before. Lee continues demanding an answer when Sheila walks in. Luna tries to get Sheila to get on her side about Lie's interrogation. Sheila doesn't stick up for Luna but defends Lie. Sheila is just as mad and lectures the young killer. Lee demands to know why Luna keeps smiling. Luna says she took a walk. Lie reminds her everyone thinks she's dead. Sheila tells Lee not to talk to Luna like that. Sheila says they care about her and love her. They don't want her going back to prison. Luna appreciates it, but she has everything under control. Lie scoffs and stomps off. Sheila and Lie tell Luna this is very suspicious. Sheila asks her to explain. Lie says one more mistake and she gets locked up again. The doctor is looking for a lawyer to secure Luna's future. The young woman insists they don't have to worry. She has a plan of her own. That does not make the grannies feel any better. Sheila says Luna better start talking. After Lie leaves, Sheila lectures Luna. She reminds the young lady that Lie was there for her, and so is she. Sheila says that she isn't Lie and Luna can open up to her. Now tell Grandma the truth. The killer starts giggling like a demented demon. Then she admits what she did. Sheila looked for her, but Luna hid. Luna assures her that Will didn't recognize her. Will finally shows up to work and chats with Electra and Ivy. When Ivy exits, Will says last night was amazing and sorry he got so drunk. She thinks he's talking about the party. Will says, "But then you came back." Electra is baffled. What is he talking about? Electra laughs and says that Will must have been really drunk. She never came back last night. As they embrace, Will is horrified. The Friday, August 22 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful gave viewers everything they crave in a summer cliffhanger. Hidden secrets, dangerous manipulations, reckless confessions, and a young woman caught between innocence and temptation. From Will Spencer's shocking internal battle to Sheila Carter's wicked schemes and Luna's wide-eyed thrill over her sudden twist of fate, the episode played like a slow-motion car crash where every storyline is headed toward disaster. Well, Spencer has always carried the golden boy label. Bill's youngest son, bright, charming, and carrying the Spencer name with a sense of destiny. He was supposed to be the least complicated of the Spencer men. But Friday's episode reminded viewers that no Spencer ever escaped scandal. Will wandered the Cliff House alone, wrestling with what he remembered, or thought he remembered, from the night of his accident with Luna. Viewers saw flashbacks replay across his mind like broken film. Blurred vision, the taste of liquor, Luna's perfume, and laughter that felt too intimate. Did I cross a line? Will whispered to himself, his voice shaking. The shame and doubt twisted him into knots. The episode leaned into Will's torment. He replayed the night over and over. His body remembered warmth, closeness, something that could not be explained away as innocent. He pressed his palms into his eyes, wishing the memory would fade, but instead it grew clearer. I can't tell Dad. I can't tell anyone, Will muttered. Yet the guilt gnawed. On one hand, Will wanted to believe nothing had happened, that his mind was fabricating the memory. On the other, he knew Luna's awkward avoidance of him the next day wasn't his imagination. Something happened, something that could destroy lives. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter was in her element, sneaky, conniving, and dangerously close to the truth. Viewers watched her at El Giardino, seated at a back table, listening in on a conversation she wasn't supposed to hear. Deacon had been whispering with a delivery guy about a package mix-up earlier in the week, something about records from the hospital. He thought no one cared. But Sheila, of course, heard every word. Hospital records. Spencer's kid. Oh, this is too good, Sheila purred under her breath, her grin devilish. Later, she cornered the delivery guy herself, flashing a wad of cash. Accidents happen, she said smoothly, but sometimes the wrong hands find the right information, and in my hands it won't be wasted. Viewers then saw Sheila rifling through a folder once the man left. Inside were test results and doctor's notes connected to Will's accident. Sheila's face lit up with wicked delight. Well, looks like young William has been a very bad boy, she whispered. The writers made it clear. Sheila now had the ammunition to wreak havoc, not just on Will, but on Bill, Katie, and possibly Luna. Her glee at the thought of pulling strings in a scandal involving the Spencer hair was vintage Sheila. This wasn't just about survival, this was about control. Across town, Luna was caught in a storm of feelings, guilt, confusion, and yet an almost childlike giddiness. For weeks she had been consumed with anxiety, afraid that her slip with Will would become public. But Friday's episode showed Luna daring to dream that her future might not be doomed after all. She stood in the Forrester design office, grinning ear to ear as she held up a sketch that Hope had complimented earlier in the day. The validation from a Forrester gave her wings. I can really do this. I belong here, Luna said, spinning in the empty room with excitement. But it wasn't just career thrills. When Archie entered the office, Luna's whole body lit up. He kissed her, softly at first, then more passionately, before whispering, "You're amazing, Luna. Don't ever doubt that." Viewers could see Luna's internal war. She wanted to bask in RJ's love, to forget everything about that night with Will. She laughed and let RJ twirl her around, her giddiness undeniable. But when he stepped away, her smile faltered. RJ loves me, she told herself. That night meant nothing. It has to mean nothing. And yet, her subconscious betrayed her. For just a flicker, she remembered Will's eyes locking with hers that night. The forbidden moment she wished she could erase. Her giddy high was real, but fragile. As Luna floated on air, Carter walked in, overhearing her laugh. Carter has been in protective mode lately, especially when it comes to Luna's involvement with both Spencer and Forrester drama. Be careful, Luna, Carter warned gently. I know you're happy, but this family has a way of pulling people into storms they don't see coming. Luna nodded, brushing off his concern, but Carter's eyes lingered on her longer than usual. The episode hinted that Carter might be the one to notice her unraveling first. While Sheila plotted and Luna giggled, Bill Spencer paced his office, uneasy. He couldn't shake the feeling something was wrong with his son. Will's distracted energy and evasive answers weren't going unnoticed. "Talk to me, son," Bill had said earlier in the week. On Friday, he repeated it to himself, almost like a mantra. "Something's eating at him, and I'll get to the bottom of it." Bill has been many things: ruthless, selfish, arrogant. But when it comes to his children, his instincts are razor sharp. The episode closed with Bill staring at a framed photo of Will, vowing under his breath, "No secret stays buried forever. Especially not in this family." The episode ended with 3 cliffhanger beats. Will sitting on the beach, staring at the waves, whispering, "I can't tell RJ. I can't tell anyone." His secret was eating him alive. Sheila stuffing the hospital folder into her bag, her sinister laugh echoing as she declared, "This family is about to implode, and I'll be right in the middle." Luna twirling around the design office one last time, her giddy laughter filling the air. Before the camera zoomed in on her face, her joy fading into unease as Will's memory invaded her thoughts again. Friday's Bold and the Beautiful delivered a true soap feast. Will's sinful secret positions him at the center of a moral storm. Did he cross a line with Luna, or is guilt making him imagine the worst? Either way, the fallout could shatter his bond with Bill, Katie, RG, and even the Forresters. Sheila's intel makes her the most dangerous woman in Los Angeles yet again. Armed with information, she can pit the Spencers against each other and tighten her grip on Finn. Luna's giddiness is both heartwarming and tragic. She's living her dream with RJ, but her fragile foundation means her happiness could crumble with a single reveal. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bolded and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.